We love hip hop.
Might be caught up in a RICO. People are calling it a RICO. They're saying that him and Adin Ross are in a lawsuit. And the thing is, I remember talking about this months ago, but nothing ever solidified from this shit. Class action. That's what I'm thinking about. So this is courtesy of Keep Six. It says breaking: Drake and Stakes, the online gambling platform, along with others, including streamer Adin Ross, are being sued in a federal class action RICO. The RICO alleged, and this is not a criminal suit. This is supposed to be a civil suit. The RICO alleges Drake and others named been using the typing features on Stake to transfer money amongst each other. And then that is used to artificially inflate Drake's music stream across major distribution platforms. Sticky shit. Yeah, it's a civil. This is not a... Ain't nobody coming to the embassy or anything like that anytime soon. So there's a few pages that have been coming out. So in addition, and this is courtesy of Brown Girl Grinding, aka Lauren LaRosa, she says, in addition, through Stake's tipping function, defendants have financed their combined artificial streaming botting to create fraudulent streams of Drake's music, fabricate popularity, disparage competitors and music label executives, distort recommendation algorithms, and dispute financing for all of the foregoing while concealing the flow of funds. Hold on. Sound effects, please. Okay. At the filing continues to allege, at the heart of the scheme, Drake, acting directly through the willing and knowledgeable co-conspirators, he deployed automated bots and streaming farms to artificially inflate play counts of his music across major platforms such as Spotify. These unauthentic streams inject via interstate digital pathways were calibrated to mislead the royalties and recommendation engines. Manufacturers' popularity, distort playlists and charts, divert both value and audience attention. In tandem, this manipulation has suppressed the authentic artist and narrowed consumers' access to legitimate content by undermining the integrity of curated experience. The docs continue by alleging that Drake knew that what was going on, but that the other parties listed were co-conspirators who would master money transfers or tripping transfers as various giveaways. Oh shit. Let's take a break for a second. So what? And listen, just if we were to just play with the thought that any of this type of stuff could stick. So all those giveaways that they were doing when the first time that they did the stake stream, and they gave away like $2 million worth of prizes. The one where Nimanaz got the $100,000, all that shit. They were taking that money and trying to boost streams and do all kind of nefarious type of things. And I don't know. It sounds a little far-fetched, but we'll continue. These transfers were encrypted and not widely available to be seen by the public eye. Our alleged examples of tipping schemes in this lawsuit is a large value tipping of $100,000. The lawsuit says so. They're cleaning their money through the tips. Interesting. And I have another video to accompany this. The lawsuit says that the listed as tipping transfers between defendants Drake and Adin Ross in 2023. That was December 2024. So that was December of 2024. This shit here.
People often ask me what was the best day of my life. And there's so many memories with family, album releases, shows, fans showing deep appreciation for the craft.
This
my answer is the same every
2023.
time. The 2 days that I shot God's plan were the best days of my life. The joy that I experienced on those days, making other people happy, changing their week or their month or their year, was an irreplaceable feeling. And that's why this December 26th, Steak, along with me and Adin Ross, are doing the biggest streaming giveaway of all time.
Yo, what? 100K USD for a Toronto artist? Yo, guys, come see this one.
Why? We
This guys, oh, giveaway? This giveaway, fam. This guy, yo, G-Wagon, you can all even give this to your son.
Yo, Australia too fast?
Yeah, nah, yo, get the hot car. Let's try
Yo. Shit, this is must.
The next slides will have all the details for you to enter, and I truly, truly can't wait to enjoy this moment together. Happy holidays to you all.
Happy holidays to you too, buddy. Let's go back to this post here, courtesy of Keep6 Solid. So it continues. As enlarged, the tipping of $100,000, the lawsuit says that it was listed as tipping transfers between the defendant Drake and Adin in 2023. We just want to debunk that. Actually, the document continues and alleges in December of 2024, the giveaway, Drake gave away large sums of money in a partnership with Adin Ross and stakes in the Drizmas giveaway. SpaghettiOs. That's what we just saw. So they're saying there was some funny business over there. Allegations continue. These tips and many others like them cycled amongst defendants Drake, Adin Ross, and George Nguyen, whose plaintiffs alleged would then underwrite botting and paid engagement campaigns. That's fucked up. That needs a sound effect. I'm uncomfortable right now, bro. So they're saying that the money that these guys are getting from the tipping or the money that they were winning, like from these bets and stuff like that, or whatever their payment was supposed to be, instead of paying us. And listen, this is a wild allegation, okay? Just when you really think about it on its face. Pause. Instead of paying me, just pay for my bots, boost my streams for me, for like my music. You know what I'm saying? I know this is the gambling company I get paid from, but take that money and then put it into my music marketing plan. Not only that, put it into the plan against my ops. So any type of bad press or any type of like botting that you could, because the botting doesn't only happen in like your streams. It could be like comments. There's people who buy, comments, and this happens a lot of times in the political space, but it happens in the music space. Like, yo, just jump under these comments and yo, Drake, yo, you a PDF, yo, Drake this, Drake that, just shit on Drake. Or sorry, shit on the ops. Oh, Kendrick, yo, you woman beater. Oh, yo, you short. Oh, all your fans come from India because they bots. Like, those could be bots. So what they're trying to say, from what I'm understanding here, is that instead of paying us, just pay for all that shit. And now all that shit is happening, is what they're also saying. Okay, so the lawsuit even mentioned the $200,000 car stakes alleged gifted Adin Ross before this lawsuit filing on New Year's Eve. Interesting. Let's pull this up. Let's see, car gift. Let's see if we can find that. This just happened too. Is this going to be in the lawsuit?
Bro, tell me you're trolling, man. Man,
Bro, I'm come on, man.
Bro, I'm shook, bro.
Play on me. You know I got that K on me. I'm ready to roll, but like deep in no box. I just brought me a lot of thoughts. I think it's out of
You joking?
And part of the reason, like even the last time when the shit came up, November 2025. This is, hold on, what does this say here? Academics gets jealous after finding out that Drake bought Adin a brand new $330 upgrade payback.
Drake must got Illuminati secrets. Like, goddamn.
Holy fuck.
Yo, Drake, like,
I want to play with the stereo system. You feel it, right?
No, I know.
So he got me the full package, the full stereo system, the full everything. He got me the full maxed out. So the 220 was the base, and then he got me like 100K on add-on. So it was like 300.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh shit.
So the car.
Drake must got Illuminati secrets. Like, goddamn.
Holy fuck.
Yo, Drake, like, on his birthday, Drake called me his right hand, and shit. I guess the right hand don't get the right key.
Why didn't wait? Why?
Nice, yo, you know.
Drake don't fuck with you like that.
Real one, Johnny.
There was a video that I was watching earlier. Let me make sure I've gone through all of my links here. Oh, I do have a link here that I want to show you guys because, you know, Rosenberg gonna comment on it. Right? Ebro and Rosenberg been doing their thing. They left Hot 97, or they didn't leave Hot 97. They got fired. They got the axe. And when they got the axe, Drake had jumped in the comments. Before he jumped in Drake's in Ebro's DMs, he had jumped in the comments and gave them the axe emoji. So now Rosenberg, he's here for his revenge, Rosenberg's revenge. And he posts underneath the Lauren LaRosa post, or above it, 3 axe emojis. Okay, so he's happy about it. Even though I don't think this lawsuit is a solid lawsuit. I think it's something to try to bring Drake down, or maybe a distraction. But I was watching a video yesterday. Let me just go through my history and find that quickly. Where Poetic Flacco, and salute to Poetic Flacco, because he kind of broke down why a lot of this shit is bogus.
Drake just got hit with a federal RICO case. That was the first headline I seen on my timeline this morning. I was worried for a second. I thought maybe Drake mafia boss fantasies finally caught up with him, only for me to find out it was a civil case. And then I read the civil case and found out that, yeah, hip-hop media is cooked, bruh. It's the first day of 2026, and we already lost all credibility. Anybody who read that lawsuit but still proceed to create sensationalized headlines as if that lawsuit is a serious lawsuit, yo, you are a sick individual. That lawsuit is filth. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's not going anywhere. The second a judge take a look at this, that lawsuit is out of here. It's a troll lawsuit. And it's also,
and they got it like headlined in like TMZ and all these different publications. RICO, Drake and Adin Ross gambling. RICO, like, oh shit, they're on some Al Capone shit.
So very suspicious. Like, the language of that lawsuit and everything about it is very suspicious. The lawsuit is a class action lawsuit. It lists Stake, Adin Ross, Drake, and George Nguyen, which is like the dude who runs Academics TV on behalf of Academics. His name is Grand Wizard Chat Ninja.
George Nguyen is chat Grand Wizard Chat nigga. Big salute to Grand Wizard. And salute to you, W.L.
So they list them as defendants. The first half of this lawsuit is pretty standard, is very consistent with the other lawsuits that Adin Ross and Drake is currently going through for promoting the app. Now, the lawsuit states that consumers were
That's the one that I was talking about earlier.
Hurt by deceptive marketing practices at the role of Drake, Adin Ross, and George Nguyen, which is Grand Wizard Chat Ninja. Now, they claim that the app was originally created.
Chill, brother. Salute to Grandy. That's kind of crazy that his name is Grand Wizard Chat nigga. I fuck with you, Grandy. Okay, I talked to Grand Wizard behind the scene, but man said here, saluting a man named Grand Wizard is insane. I know it sounds crazy. The internet is a crazy place, bro. You know what I'm saying? We pick some wild names on the internet. There's a lot of different @names that are insane. There's a guy's @name who's in the comment gang. It's Fraggle. It's like the F word, but the other F word that I really can't say over here on YouTube. But he spells it with a PH. So it is what it is.
Created as an online cryptocurrency casino that could be accessed unlawfully by customers in the US by using a VPN, obscuring the user's true locations. So then they created a US app, so a VPN is no longer needed. The entire end all be all is the fact that the US app is being promoted as a social casino and a safe and free gambling experience. However, it's still gambling taking place on the app and is not, a completely free and safe gaming experience. So they're claiming that because it's being promoted as a social casino and a safe and free gaming experience, that is misleading and is deceiving people into believing that.
I know that niggas wasn't gonna let that shit pass. Whoo! Salute to the comment gang, man. The most accountable comment gang on the whole of YouTube, man. I ain't gonna hold you, fam. I fuck with you, Grandy, but like they even had to just make his name, like they had to cut it down because like when people like what's his name, Andrew Schultz and different people like those guys started talking about him, like, yo, academics homie Grand Wizard, chat word that I can't say. So after a while, and then I think he lost the original page and then got it back, but then he had to do a backup page. So the name has always been a point of contention, but now that this guy's name is in the lawsuit like that, bro, and it's like George Nguyen. I know Flacco like completely botched up the pronunciation of his name, but it's George Nguyen. Okay, I remember I had a lot of friends that had the last name Nguyen back in high school and shit. Right? That is kind of wild, bro. Like your name had nigga in it, fam. We'll talk BTS, bro. We'll talk BTS, but that one's kind of wild, brother.
When they go on the app, they're participating in a harmless gameplay when in fact they're being lured into real money gambling. Even though I disagree, I think anybody who's going on stake, they're going on stake to gamble. They're going on stake to take a chance to make money. I don't feel like anybody is going on stake thinking, oh, I'm just playing cool games. No, if you are a gambling addict and you're going on stake, all right, to gamble, all right? But I do believe there are other things that Drake and A.W.O.L.
For anybody who's just pulling up into the chat right now, make sure to smash that like button. Hypes are appreciated. The hypes are free, and they help with the algorithm. They help push the video in the algorithm. Just to give you guys a quick update on what's going on for anybody who's pulling up, Drake and Adin Ross are in a RICO. Boom, boom, boom. Not really. Right, but they're trying to make it sound like the most sensational headline alive. 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, you might see them in the cuffs. Like, nah, it's a civil suit. It's not federal. Okay, it sounds kind of frivolous. So I'm gonna let Flacco continue.
And Stake has done, which is like lie about how much they were winning. Like, Drake is promoting, I just bet $20 million and I just. Right, but that was stake money. That wasn't Drake money. Those were fake earnings. He didn't win it. So things like that, I do think is deceptive, and they should be culpable for it. So if they wanted to stop here, they would have something, okay? But they couldn't stop here. You know why? Because the goal of this lawsuit isn't to actually win a lawsuit; is to get publicity. The goal of this lawsuit is to actually embarrass Drake. And calling Drake out for, I don't know, like participating in deceptive marketing practices isn't embarrassing enough. So the second half of this lawsuit is where the lawsuit loses credibility for me, and it becomes incoherent.
Here we go.
It becomes like it just no longer makes sense, okay? So if they're suing Stake, it is a class action lawsuit because Stake is engaging in deceptive marketing practices that are bringing users to the platform and giving them gambling addictions under false pretenses. That's the purpose of the lawsuit. They then included additional allegations for RICO, which makes no sense. It has nothing to do with what they're suing for.
And this is the stuff that we were talking about before, the deceptive streams and all this kind of wild shit for the gambling money.
They included this, even though it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't really like progresses this lawsuit whatsoever. But they are including this because they understand that this is going to fuel, the rumor mill is going to make the headlines. And ultimately, I think whoever is behind this lawsuit is doing this simply to get back at Drake or to embarrass Drake. And the second half of this lawsuit proves that. This was the moment you realized, this lawsuit is incoherent. This lawsuit isn't going anywhere. This lawsuit is simply a troll that we all fell for. So the second half goes.
I'm going to start a poll, and I'm going to ask, where do you think, not where is this lawsuit coming from? Do you think this lawsuit is coming from Universal? I won't even put it on Kendrick and them, because I don't even think Kendrick and those guys are like that deep into let's get Drake back, let's bring him down. Like I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that if they want to try to bring him down, they'll do it lyrically. But this might be a Universal play for that whole lawsuit that he's tried to put on them.
In addition, right, through some type of tipping function that exists on the app, Drake and others have financed their combined artificial streaming, aka botting, to create fraudulent streams of Drake's music, fabricate popularity, disparage competitors and music label executives, distort recommendation algorithms, and distribute financing for all of the foregoing while concealing the flow of funds. If this lawsuit is about how Stake is bringing people to the app and having them engage in gambling under false pretenses, what does Drake and botting streams have to do with that?
Facts.
What does Drake taking whatever sponsorship money he's getting through Stake and spending it on botting streams, even if that was happening, even if Stake was paying Drake and Drake was taking that money and doing what he wanted to do with it?
Hold on. What you said? He said Rock Nation lawyers, Salute to Young Money Getty said Rock Nation lawyers were asking Ack about Drake, Adin Ross, and Stake. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? During the whole Meg Thee Stallion deposition that he was sitting through? Yikes.
With it, and he decided to use it on bots. Even if that was the case, what would that have to do with this lawsuit? Absolutely nothing. They included that, which is an irrelevant detail. It's not going to have any impact on this case if the case moves forward. But they include that because the lawsuit is clout chasing. This is a troll lawsuit. This is a lawsuit simply created to get the headlines going. This lawsuit isn't going anywhere, and they know it's not going anywhere, right? Which is why they included this. So it will go.
Also, keep in mind, and salute to Poetic Flacco, he's very pro Drake. So it might be a little bit of a tinge of a, nah, bro, y'all playing. But I will give Flacco this. He's super objective, and I've heard him shit on Drake before. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that his take is not skewed. Okay?
So at the heart of the scheme, Drake acting directly and through willing and knowledgeable co-conspirators has deployed automated bots and streaming farms to artificially inflate play counts of his music across major platforms such as Spotify. These inauthentic streams injected via interstate digital pathways were collaborated to mislead royalty and recommendation engines, manufacture popularity, distort playlists and charts, and divert both value and audience attention. In tandem, the manipulation has suppressed authentic artists and narrowed consumers' access to legitimate content by undermining the integrity of the curated experiences. This is a psyop, and we fall for it every time. That's like me suing you because you drove by my car and you scraped up my vehicle, and I sue you for the car repairs. And then in my lawsuit, I said, Judge, did you know he works for this MLM company that recruits people to sell coffee and insurance? And Judge, MLMs are illegal. He should be arrested for selling these MLMs and it's not cool, Your Honor. He's scamming. The judge will say, what?
Yeah, they're doing a little bit too much. Like, stick to what you're suing this nigga for. When you start including all of the Spotify streams and all that, now it makes the shit just sound crazy.
What does that have to do with you needing your car repaired because he drove into your car and he drove off? Nothing at all. This is a psyop. It's meant to keep us, it's meant to cause internal turmoil within the stand communities, bruh, in hip hop. It's really that simple, bruh. Things have been too calm. We were starting to get along again. We were starting to recognize and identify.
Oh, he's going deep.
Right? We were waking up and realizing
he's taking it beyond the Universal Drake lawsuit. He's like, this is a psyop. A psyop to keep us in with tension, in tension.
Hold on, bro. While we've been arguing about Drake and Kendrick for 2 years now, Nick Fuentes is now the biggest he's ever been. Nick Fuentes is more influential than probably any like hip hop podcast.
Hold on, because he's about to go in a different direction. Should I let Flacco cook right here? Because he's about to take it into a whole different direction. You know what I'm saying? He's not talking about no Drake versus Universal or Drake versus Kendrick. Like, he's about to go there. I don't know. One in the chat if you want me to let Flacco cook in this part right here, because he's about to take it to a place. I watched this video earlier. I was like, points are being made, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mickey Han says, how are they getting this info? Who is snitching? That isn't in the lawsuit. All right. You know what? I'm gonna let him cook, because like he said some very, very profound things here.
Or hip hop media personality or anybody from the culture. For 2 years now, Nick Fuentes is now the biggest he's ever been. Nick Fuentes is more influential than probably any like hip hop podcaster or hip hop media personality or anybody from the culture who's speaking for us, representing for us. We've been fighting for 2 years while these people continue to grow and elevate in power. And we're still here arguing about, did Drake bot streams? Did Kendrick bot not like us? But the Spotify bots, but the recommendation, but the playlist. I mean, shut up, bruh. But the playlist is getting botted. Oh my, I've seen it on Vote For You page. Shut up, man. Bro, we dealing with something bigger right now, bruh.
Talk about it.
We in the field with this, bruh. Yo, there are people going around creating fake hit pieces to vilify an entire community of people. We next. We here arguing about Kendrick Lamar and Drake. While Nick Fuentes is, bro, he's the biggest he's ever been.
Cook.
Nick Fuentes has steadily grew in power while we've been fighting each other for 2 years. And we ain't even recognize it yet, bro. There's not a voice in hip hop right now who's bigger than Nick Fuentes.
Cook.
So we've been hurting ourselves. We've been diminishing our influence. Of course they want these conversations to go on. You know why? Because that diminished the value of the culture, right?
He's flipping burgers right now.
We're publicly telling other groups of people, hey, these hip-hop people, the biggest hip-hop artists, they bought their streams. They're not as big as you think they are. They're not that influential. It's all bots. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Just devaluing the shit out the culture. This is why they ain't on Billboard. They don't even like their own music. They don't even value that shit. Oh, Drake, Kendrick, Drake, Kendrick. While Nick Fuentes is just like, this subscribers is going up. You know what I'm saying? This ad price is going up. Oh, how much you want for the ad? Oh, give me 50 racks. I'll do an ad read for you. You know what? Give me 20 racks. I like you. I'll do you a 1 minute ad read.
Right? And on the radio, right? And now the program manager's like, man, bro, hip hop ain't really popular. Man, bro, promote country more. And then you go to the Billboard hits and you see that hip hop is outstreaming all the country songs, but the country songs go #1 every week because their radio points are just like through the roof. Yo, bro, like there's like a 50 to 60 point discrepancy between the highest charting hip hop song right now and the highest charting country song. They got similar streams, but the radio push is just crazy. So now we're diminishing ourselves, we're destroying ourselves, we're fighting from, it's getting tricky because now
listen, he talked. I fuck with Flacco, man. The lawsuit is over here. This big distraction lawsuit. We over here in the 10-minute mark. And for the last 3 minutes or 2 minutes, he was like, yo, you stupid monkey ass idiots. We worrying about the goddamn lawsuit. Then they push that shit in our face all over the timeline while these niggas is getting over.
These stand wars, people are now identifying politically and changing their entire worldview to align with whatever stand community they are part of. It's really that simple, bro. And this psyop we're falling for. Listen, you know why this lawsuit exists? I'll show you why. They won, bro. They got us, man. This Drake lawsuit that was supposed to be about gambling, and they just included a side note about bot farms and Spotify's. Why would a lawsuit about gambling, about Drake engaging in deceptive marketing practices to lead people back to an app, why would that include, hey, did you know Drake is botting on Spotify with money he's... Excuse me? That's because they understand how naive and dumb we are. That they could throw out a frivolous lawsuit. They could throw out a lawsuit they know that's going to get dismissed, that's not going anywhere. But they can include what they really want y'all to talk about, which is the botting, because they want us back fighting again. And they won. Because look at the quotes. Look at the reactions to this lawsuit. Nobody is mentioning gambling. What is all about bots? What was they saying about bots again? Oh, okay. Come on, bro. Nobody.
Yeah, they bit the bait. Everybody's like, ha ha. Oh, you said that Kendrick got bots. They said that the bots came from India, but it's really you. Look at you, nigga. Oh, you got caught in the gambling, RICO. You going to jail. And you was taking the money from the RICO to boost the bots in your sales. Like, even just saying it out loud just sounds ridiculous. But niggas just jumped all in the comments like, ha ha. Look at you little, look at you little OV hoes, ha ha ha, you little bot farmers.
He is talking about gambling. It's all about bots. That man was projecting the whole time. Back to the stand wars again, bruh. They saying, oh, Drake accused Kendrick of botting because he was botting. Back to the stand wars. This lawsuit was supposed to be about what?
It actually destroyed this game, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I always keep it real with y'all, yo. It's made the shit not fun, yo. To a degree. We got a lot of great music, but for everybody to always be looking at it through, okay, but what about the big three? What happened to J. Cole? Or J. Cole, I seen somebody say on Reddit the other day. I was like, J. Cole is crazy. But like this battle that these guys had back in 2024, it's 2026 right now. Happy New Year. These niggas just fucked the whole game up, bro. I know they both made bread. They're still up. They're still the guys, but they've caused some crazy division and wild discourse in the game. It was like a double-edged sword because even me, myself, I've gotten to connect with people that I probably would have never connected with if this battle never happened. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Justin Hunt. Big salute to even mans like Rob Markman, who people say some wild shit. But like, bruh, every time something comes up, they're like, you see, that's why Kendrick freaking told you. And then they start bringing up bars from Let the Party Die or just it's like, all right, enough.
Gambling. One user says, accused of using a platform to artificially inflate play counts of his music. Well, the F what? Come on, bruh.
The shit was in 2024, fam.
What? Meet the Grams, reposting Kendrick diss tracks. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending, bad with money. Fam.
Like, this nigga couldn't wait to get that one off. He couldn't wait. Yo. He went, screenshotted the shit on freaking on Rap Genius and then put it in his comments. He probably felt so proud of himself, fam. Like, bro, you're doing too much, fam. It was in 2024, dog.
Drinking problems, pill popping and spending, bad with money. Fam. Ninja was deflecting the whole time. His whole ish bodied. These people understand that y'all don't give a damn about gambling. Y'all aren't even smart enough to read the entire lawsuit and engage with it. And engage on whether or not this is something serious enough for you to be invested in. They understand exactly what y'all are going to do, bro. The lawsuit dropped, no matter how frivolous it is, no matter how it's not going anywhere, that lawsuit drops and y'all jump on it. Bop! Talk about the bot stuff for about, what, a week or two. Y'all going to stop talking about it in about a week or two. And then a new lawsuit is going to pop up accusing Drake of, well, he engaged in deceptive marketing practices with Sting. But, Your Honor, did you know that he was...
Yeah.
And y'all going to fall for it again, bro.
Salute to Flacco. Let me check the polls here before I end this segment, because I was asking, was this gambling lawsuit sent by Universal? 78% of y'all are saying yes. Only 22% of y'all don't believe that it's from Universal. I think it's a frivolous lawsuit. I agree with everything that Flacco's saying in his video. A lot of this shit is just distractions. Everybody went and clung to the bots. Yo, they even did Spotify, and he was blaming Kendrick about Spotify. And it's like, shit just looks lame now, B. From when I first seen the shit pop off, I was like, I don't believe this shit. If the shit comes out to be some real true shit, then I'll stand corrected. But for now, I think it's some frivolous bullshit. So salute to Drizzy Drake. I can't say salute to Adin Ross, because Adin Ross, to me, and I don't mind problematic people, but he's problematic in a different way. Like, he'd be super disrespectful. He needs to chill. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.